Hello YouTube and welcome back to another plot review video. It's been a long time since I've done a plot review video, and this was requested on the forums. It was requested to be done by Lord Dakar, but since I'm kind of coming back to plot reviews now, I figured I'd pick it up. This is by Kryptic Mask, or Cryptic_Mask. If we just go down here, you can actually see his name. I'm sure he had his name on the side of the plot. There we go. Kryptic Mask, there we go. Conquest 10.2, so it's a bit out of date. I still need to download 10.4 as well, which I might go do after this video. But there we go. So it's an Aztec style jungle plot, and yeah, I want to take a look at this because I've had an idea for an Aztec thing in my Pokemon world. I keep saying Pokemon, but it's not really much to do with Pokemon, but there we go, Pokemon Medieval Kanto thing. So anyway, let's get started. Really nice entrance. I actually almost couldn't find it. But yeah, really good. I like the trees and like dangling down, and it's blocking off the views and stuff. I would maybe have made this path a little bit clearer. I don't like using the gravel path and the dirt path mixed together because, you know, you get these blotches and I don't think it looks very good. So that's something that I would have said to change. Mesa sand, sorry. So yeah, we've got that. I'm not sure if it works. I mean, I guess it does because you've got the clay and that, but maybe put a bit more of the orange clay, I think, along the border, and I think that would work quite nicely. The trees, this tree in particular I'm looking at, I'm not really sure. It's a bit round. The other trees do look okay, but yeah, the trees in general seem a little bit too rounded to me. I'd branch them out a little bit more, but that's just my style. So like this one's okay. I like this one, but the other two, I'm looking around, some of the other ones not so much. That one actually looks quite nice. Yeah, because that one's got more space to actually branch out and stuff, so that's probably why that works better. Underneath the water, is there much going on down here? Not really. The river's quite good. It's alright. Not much you can do with a river of that size. So this is our first building we've come across. Quite a nice simple interior, your basic of this style. You know, with the Inca stuff, there's not much you can do in here. You don't have like writing and paper and all that kind of stuff. Good use of like the ceiling and like all the stuff hanging down. And I really like the stone actually being used as a wall texture. It's quite interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. So we've got different clays and stones mixed in, and that looks quite nice. And as you can see, the roof, yeah, the roof's pretty good on the outside of the building. So yeah, it's given me a few ideas. I think I might use that on a style myself, the clay inside for the walls. I really like that idea. So there you go, we've got some inspiration already from looking at this plot. Now we've got this, and this is very messy. I'm not too sure if I like this. I'm guessing this is leading up to a bridge. Yeah, really unique bridge design. A lot of little detail there with the switches. That's really cool. And even the trapdoors here, if you just fly to the side, you can see one's a top trapdoor, one's a bottom trapdoor, and it just gives it that little bit of detail and depth in the bridge. That's pretty cool. We've got some of the grass layer here as well. See here, there's no clear path. I think this slab needs to go, this one here, for me, and then it would be a bit of a smoother transition up. I think that would look a little bit better. Again, the paths needs to be a little bit clearer for me, personally. We've got basic house again. I'm not so sure if this is a house. This is just a little room for drying your clothes by the look of it. Washing and drying. Which, you know, I don't know if that's something that they would have, but it's a nice little feature to include. You know, it fills up the space nicely and it makes sense as to what it is. Great detail here. The rose bushes are okay and the lilacs are okay. I generally like to bunch them together a little bit, but this works quite nicely. So yeah, I just really like this bit here where it's all green with the bushes and the ferns. Works really well. Same here again, you've got this little stream running down. Let's go over this bridge then, let's see what's over this way. Over here we've got another building. Looks quite similar to the other one, nothing really new. Yep, pretty much the same old. with these types of interiors. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad, but, you know, it's what you'd expect, so that's good. I like this little bit here. I don't know, sometimes it's... Maybe you could have had something here, I don't know. I mean, arrows for catching fish. I don't know. I don't know if that's a valid technique. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't really do much fishing, so there you go. We have here, we've got a rope that's onto some logs, and same here. Is that kind of meant to be holding this dam? I'm not too sure. Also, if this is a dam, is the water level different? Is there a difference in height? There is. That's very good. That's cool to see. So there is a slight difference in height. It's only one block. Maybe I'd have done 2 blocks, but with it being such a small area, maybe not even put water here at all. There's another option. And this is really cool. I did notice it out the corner of my eye a minute ago. I wasn't too sure what it was, but now I definitely am. This is a fallen down tree, and this is really, really well done. You don't normally see good fallen trees in Minecraft. It is quite hard to do. I don't think I've ever tried it myself. And I think if I have, it looked very bad, because I've not done it for a while. But yeah, I really like this tree. Maybe I would have used a few more fences, just for some branches that are going out. Maybe put a leaf block or 2 around on the top, maybe a couple floating down below. Depends on how long ago this tree fell down, I suppose. But that's really nice to see. And that as well, the fact that there's a dirt block here and the branches coming out of the dirt block, that's really, really nice detail. I don't know if he's thought about that or not, but I think that's really cool. Just the fact that the branches coming out of the dirt, so it has been here a while, and when the tree did fall, it slammed down with a bit of force, and you know, it's stuck in the mud now. So that's really cool. Got more fishing stuff here. A little boat. Not too sure if you would need a boat in the river this size. I mean, I suppose it's to fill the space, but it's a nice little boat, but I'm not sure if it's needed, if it's necessary. Over here we've got... See, here again, it's just all quite messy. I'd like to see a lot more just one texture. And by one texture, I mean just dirt or just gravel. Probably just dirt for this style, I would say. We've got another little washroom here, very similar to the last one. In fact, apart from the interior being switched around a little bit, it's exactly the same. Another house as well. Again, it looks very similar to one we've already seen. Yep. So that's something I would say, if you're going to do this style again, try and come up with different variations, because let me just have a look at this a minute. Okay, no, it's not. For a second, I thought he just copied and pasted this house, but he hasn't. So yeah, so that's one of the things that once you've defined a style, you need to try and push the style into different areas. And I'm going to be doing a video on defining a style in the next few days, once I get all the little bits and pieces worked out in my head. But yeah, it's something I want to talk about, defining a style, and this will be a good example for it. So, you know, trying to come up with new designs within the same style and keeping it consistent as well. But yeah, again, road, I don't really like using stairs and slabs in roads. I mean, I get why people do it, and I'm not against, well, I am against it. I'm not going to like mark people down for doing it, but it's a personal thing that I don't really like seeing as much. And we've got the steeped farms, which is good to see. Quite different to my Inca one, which again is good, because, you know, this is Aztec, Mayan, Inca, all mixed together, I think. And yeah, it looks really, really nice. The overall thoughts of this plot, the roads could have been done a little bit better. There's a few areas where I just think, like the back of this house, for example. I mean, yeah, we've got the detail with that being here, but what does it add? The fishing boat. Well, we've got a little dock there for fishing. It's a really small river. You don't really need to be going upriver. You've got the net, you've got the dam. Do we need a fishing boat? There's a few little things where he's added it for the sake of adding it. And, you know, that's good, but maybe think less is more sometimes. And the house styles, try and adapt it into different shapes and come up with new variations on your style. Oh, and the trees as well. I did mention that. Some are good, where you've got the space to actually open them up a little bit. I think less leaves, and with trees, you do need gaps of air blocks in them. It definitely helps to create a nicer feel to the tree and more realistic, and it just looks better in my opinion if you've got the odd block you can see through the leaves sometimes. Not all the time, it just depends on the type of tree you're making obviously, but with the palm trees like this, I do think that would have been a little bit better to see. Yeah, overall thoughts, is a really good plot. It got a 10 out of 10 I think on the reviews, the guys who did it, which is Pocket and Corpe I think are the guys who reviewed it. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. It's really well worked plot. A few minor details, but nothing that should, you know, make it lose you any points. So yeah, and a lot of personal choices as well. So I really like this plot. It feels good to get back into doing the plot reviews and stuff like that. Remember, if you want to get your plot reviewed on YouTube, there is a forum for it on these server forums, which is in the link. The link will be in the description below. And remember, it does take a few days to actually, well, a few days, can take weeks sometimes to actually get your video reviewed, but we will look at it and it will get reviewed eventually, so just be patient. This has been Kryptic Mask's Aztec jungle plot. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.